Offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Under 10, 10. Whip. Hey, easy. Jim. Wide, get wide.
Running with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch the car. Check. Check out. 2-jet bombers. Let him. Do smooth.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Check. Watch 54. I'm on. Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, wahoo! Right there. 54 Mike.
To try again after the sack. Breeze, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Go!
To throw, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Ready? 95-56.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready? Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant.
A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good push up front and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Run for Pollard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's go. Come on. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 37 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the lead is now 21-14. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Our time. It's our time. Shift. Watch the shift.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Elliott. They find some help. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Forbath is send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football, because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. But he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm here. Gun. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go, get out there.
Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Easy, opposite. 54. Hey, Orville. All day, every day, any day.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
5'9".
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Hey, easy. Switch. Right there. 54. Right there. 53. Watch the curls. Mike's 5. Bravo. Mike's 5-4. I got one.
Now Breeze, maybe a free play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, every that you needed, go ahead and get a little more on top.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.